welcome to another episode of Hemptonics USA products. And as usual, don't go anywhere. So this is another testimonial from one of our affiliates. Her name is Mrs. Eliano, and the title of the testimonial is Posture Corrected. Posture Corrected. She said, I cannot hold on my own testimonies any longer. I think it is disservice to God and to this God-sent product through Dr. Paul Drockton. She said, my husband had a severe waist pain that made him to tilt to one side, and he said the left side precisely. This had been on for at least 5 years now, and other health challenges. I introduced CBD Hemptonics to him, and guess what? 3 days of taking the product of Hemptonics, he straightened up. And he went for a laboratory test, and the result was nil in all. That means the test result came out negative for all that has been tested positive before. Say thanks to God Almighty. So this week, to his name. The medical terminology or the medical word is abduct. Abduct. That is to move away from the midline of the body. Abduct. To move away from the midline. So we already know what abduct means. It means to move away from the midline of the body. And I'm going to be telling us, or I'm going to be teaching us some few first aid principles that we can use, because there are some situations currently in this country or happening with people that you don't even need to rush to the hospital immediately at first. You could quickly apply some first aid. So if we know, or if we have some first aid principle that we could use, some deaths would be avoidable. Some people would not die as at when they have died, because we'll be able to prevent some things. We'll be able to prevent some unnecessary complications. So I'm going to be citing 2 examples. One is of someone that was very, very close to me. She was actually very, very close to me. And this person went to use the toilet. And then after some time, when they weren't seeing her, the people that were with her at home decided to go and check up on her, and they found her unresponsive. Now, if these people, I'm not trying to play the blame game here, everybody is going to panic, which is natural. It's natural for everyone to hit the panic button, like what is going on, everybody's running out of skelter. But if we had some first aid knowledge stored up, like if we know what CPR means, which is cardiopulmonary respiration, if you can carry out CPR on somebody, you see that this person is not breathing, you can at least restore, you can balance the situation by ensuring this person is breathing. Because after like 4 minutes of a person not breathing in, or breathing in and breathing out and all that, when there's no exchange of air in the lungs and all that, the brain starts to degenerate. It starts having some irreparable damage after 4 minutes. So if we know some of these first aid measures that we can quickly carry out and all that, some things will not happen to some people. So, and when they discovered that this person was, it turned out to be that she was not responding and all that, the next thing they were doing was to rush her to the hospital. I'm not saying that is wrong. I'm not faulting that method, but I'm only saying if they knew better, they would have at least restored her breathing. They would ensure she's breathing first. They will restore that before they will now say, okay, let's think of moving this person. But because they didn't know, so all they were doing was, let's rush her, oh, this, that. And before they got to the hospital, she was gone. It was quite painful, very, very painful. And an average teenager in our society now does not even know how to carry out CPR. Does not even know how to check a pulse. Like, okay, is this person breathing, or is this person okay, and all that. So those are some of the things I'm going to be bringing up, as God permits us and all that. Those are some of the things I'm going to be bringing up. I'm going to be bringing people with me that would perform that on, and then give us the basic principles how to do this, so that when you're in a tight situation, you know what your priority is. If a person is bleeding and the person is not breathing, you know, okay, the first thing is let this person breathe first, not that you should be rushing to stop the bleeding. So those are some of the things we are going to be discussing. And then the second instance, I'm going to be overlaying that video here. On this second instance, it's quite funny, but when people are looking at the negative aspect, like what's wrong with this child and all that, I am looking at the bright side, because that child should not be more than 2 or 3 years old. In this video, the child should not be more than 2 or 3 years old. And then the father was trying to play a prank on her, you know, just pretending as if he's fainting and all that. And then the father fell as if he has fainted. And then the daughter, very, very intelligent of this girl, she went to choke her father's pulse. Take note of that. Now, you that are watching me now, I'm not trying to you know, downplay anyone, but you that are watching me now, if somebody just falls down, what is going to be your next response? Hey, boy, you're going to start panicking. Hey, boy, he has fainted. But would it come to your, you know, will it come to your mind like, let me check this person's pulse? Is this person okay? Let me check. Is, you know, will it come to your mind? But here is a 3-year-old child checking her father's pulse. Well, after she checked the father's pulse, the next thing she did was very funny, but I'm sure it's because this child, you know, already knows that my father is okay. She went straight and reached for his wallet. Quite funny, right? She went straight and reached for the man's wallet. And sincerely, if I was to be in that girl's shoe, I'll do the same. So if you want to play that kind of prank with me, please make sure your wallet is filled with money. Once I've checked your pulse and I know you're okay, I'm going straight for your wallet. Okay, so just like I said, you see the dad pretending as though he's, you know, as though he has fainted. Now look at what the little child is doing. Checking her father's pulse. This is awesome, before reaching for his wallet and then running off with it. So this is really great. So great, I must say.
Don't go anywhere. I'll see you next time. Bye.